Rock's Local Markets, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Fort Evans Archery, Trips Floor Sanding, the Wagner Law Firm, and Next Level Auto Detailing. Now let's send it out to our broadcasters for tonight's coverage.
Welcome out to Martinsburg High School here as we get you set for EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. John Alderton is our on-site producer. Colton Musgrove is our cameraman, and back at the studio, Kyler High. Colin, tonight we have Martinsburg, the Bulldogs, hosting the Spring Mills Cardinals, who last time they faced off on the varsity side, which we'll get to later after the JV match, which is set to begin here in just about 9 minutes. Spring Mills took the first set, but then that was it. 3 in a row for the Bulldogs, and that was the start of their strong season, looking improved under Coach Kara Anderson. So Spring Mills comes in here looking for some revenge here tonight.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Looking forward to it. Both teams obviously improving since the season opener. It will be interesting, though, this time around without Villa, if Spring Mills can get the best of Martinsburg or not. They have the athletes to do so, I feel like, and you'll hear from Coach Junkin later on here in the pregame for Varsity in between the matches. It comes down to consistency for his team and staying mentally tough and focused all the way through. As you mentioned, they took that first set, and that was exactly the case for them. They looked clearly like the better team at the season opener, but they lost that mental focus. They weren't consistent. They dropped the following 3 sets. Will it be different this time around? Who knows, but on paper I feel like it should still be even overall.
And for Martinsburg, we still see them having success even without Nice Villa, one of their best players, a senior on this team. And I don't think she's been fully ruled out for the season, but it's been kind of just, let's go on and figure out the team, and if she comes back, she comes back, and we'll see what we can do with the players we have. But they've shown that they can get it done without her, like we saw last week against Jefferson, a good Jefferson team that looked, pretty impressive. It looked like a smart, disciplined team, but Martinsburg was able to have the advantage and dominate that one in the end.
Yeah, it will be a good one here tonight. I was talking with an ISA before the match, just catching up, seeing how she's feeling with that shoulder injury, and as you said, she's still hopeful to return towards the end of the season, but not 100% positive on that, which obviously is a shame. You wish her best in the recovery and hopeful that she gets back for her senior year.
Pregame show on Talk Radio, or excuse me, not the Talk. No, we're not on the radio for volleyball. TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Pregame show is brought to you by the Marys Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. You can stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. And brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio-visual distribution, and more. You can call them at 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you the JV rosters as we get close to the start of the JV match. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's an instant classic. Hold still! Get Rock's delicious chicken sandwich and delicious burger with pickle aioli and Heinz thick-cut dill pickles.
We brought the beach to you. Get Rock's crab cake sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
I love it when people ask me which of the Skinner brothers is younger. I love it when people ask me, who's taller?
I love it when people get us confused.
You do? Really?
No.
At least they're not confused about what the Skinners do.
If you're hurt in almost heaven, dial the sevens. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit ErieInsurance.com for a quote.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. Warm-ups for freshman and JV matches going on. Finishing up here at the gym of Martinsburg. Let's get you the rosters for both sides for the JV action that we'll get ready to see here in just a few minutes. On the Spring Mill side, JV, this is Kelsey Burkholder, number 16. Val Davenport wears number 4. Avery Ward, number 1. Number 3 is Emmeline Copenhaver. Number 6, Rebecca Meza. Number 14, Kylie Castor. Number 10, Serenia Green. Number 12, Juliana Crane. Number 9, Gabriella Walters. Number 13, Kaylin White. Number 5, Madison Jones. Number 7, Karina Ramkaren. Number 15, Miley Gorman. Number 11, Olivia Boyd. And number 8, Naomi Lemister. For Martinsburg, it's number 1, Sadeja Boget. Number 2, Gracie Whitmire. Number 6, Ariana Knoll. Number 11, Brianna Bailey. Number 12, Ava Compton. Number 14, Olivia Roach. Number 15, Madison Burkhart. Number 19, Emma Price. Number 20, Kara Rutherford. Number 24, Davina Mensa. Number 27, Jaden Hall. Number 35, Emma Spiker. Number 40, Kennison Wood. With that, Colin, let's take one last 2-minute break, and when we come back, it'll be just about time to start our coverage of the JV match here between Martinsburg and Spring Mill. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
Our first sets of volleyball action for the evening will be brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. You go to fordofhagerstown.com. And by Power Beck and Matt Zurif Law Offices. Call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today, or visit lawpbm.com. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call for TV 10, WRNR TV YouTube channel. John Alderton is our on-site producer tonight. Colton Musgrove is our cameraman back at the studio. Producing is Kyler High. Colin, get ready here. We got 2 matches tonight, like Martinsburg usually likes to do. You know, Jefferson and Washington, the Jefferson County schools, either don't have freshman teams or don't travel their freshman teams to away games. So we get a Berkeley County matchup, which means we get the freshmen on the left side of the court, and on TV you'll get to see the JV match.
Yep, we'll focus on that JV match, as you said, Dylan, and from time to time, depending on the JV match, update you on the freshman match and look over and see how that is going. But ready to go here for JV as the 2 teams shake hands at the net.
We can chime in with some score updates from the freshman side.
Yeah, right now it's 0-0.
Final. Yes, on both sides.
Job done.
Yep, there you go. So you'll see Spring Mills at the bottom of your screen, bottom half, in the red jerseys, blue shorts, and it looks like it's all white knee pads. And on the Martinsburg side, top of your screen, it's the black jerseys and shorts, white numbers for both teams. And it looks like a gray jersey for Spring Mills' libero and white for Martinsburg's. Spring Mills seems like they've settled into a groove with Coach Junkin under the helm for a few years now. Seemed like they were kind of... There was a bit of a revolving door at the volleyball coach spot there for a few years until Coach Junkin got in, and now they've settled into things.
Yeah, 9 wins so far this season at the varsity level, 6 losses, and then a tie. They just got to get to that next level here in the EPAC. Only 1 EPAC win so far out of those 9 matches. So once they take that next step, they will be a team to really worry about for the others.
Spring Mills will serve first. It'll be Serenia Green, freshman, first to serve for the Cardinals. First serve goes across. Martinsburg handles it. Blocked on the kill attempt by Widmeyer. Here's a down ball hit that just barely sneaks over the net. Rides the tape. That was Olivia Boyd. The down ball just got the friendly roll. 1-0 Spring Mills. And this could be an ace unless there's a great recovery from Martinsburg, and there isn't. So make it 2-0 Cardinals.
Yeah, so far so good for Spring Mills, especially with the serve here by Green, putting them right over the net and on a line, attacking that middle, making it tough for Martinsburg to get that offense going.
Free ball sent over by Martinsburg. Here's the response. Spring Mills, nothing doing on that one from Avery Ward. Widmeyer gets one to ride the tape herself. Gets the kill.
Yeah, we know that is a big key here of success for Martinsburg at the JV level. Feeding Widmeyer night in, night out. If they can do that they usually come out on top.
Knoll serves for the Bulldogs. There's a hit across, too far. That was Val Davenport. Put too much on it. Should be 2-2. Neither of our scoreboards say 2-2. And we're going to get a error on Martinsburg as the serve is attempted to be put across. Rotational error. So 3-2 Spring Mills. Looks like for the time being we'll have to follow along with that ourselves until the scoreboard gets up to date.
Yep, looks like they're trying to figure that out now.
3-2 Cardinals. Here's a set from Martinsburg at the net. It's a big-time hit put over by Sadeja Boget. Makes it 3-3.
Now Hall back to serve.
That serve is out. Too far. The 4-3 Spring Mills. Serve from Spring Mills. Sent to Whitmire, who tries to put it across the court and sends it too far. Our scorekeeping, 5-3. Make it 5-4 on the service error. Spring Mills still with the lead. Serve goes back to Martinsburg. And riding the tape, getting the ace is Gracie Whitmire. That should make it 5-5. Whitmire will serve again. And this one will go into the net. Tries to go to the other side of the court. Serve goes back the other way of Spring Mills. Scoreboard here has been updated to 5-5. And there's a serve that goes into the back of a teammate for Spring Mills. Looked like it was Copenhaver with the service error. And on the other side, Boget follows it up with an ace. That's 2 straight points for Martinsburg. Make it 7-6 Bulldogs. Boget with the serve, and now both sides with some friendly fire. That brings us at 7-7. And the scoreboard finally in agreement with us, so we don't have to backtrack anywhere. Down ball hit from Martinsburg. It goes into the net. That's Knoll giving the point to Spring Mills, giving the Cardinals an 8-7 lead here in the first set. Here's a serve. Another one in the net. So Madison Jones gives the point back to the Bulldogs, ties us at 8. Taking time to get the substitution is Martinsburg, and it'll be Ava Compton coming in to serve. Compton serves it at the libero and over in 2 for Spring Mills, and it catches Martinsburg off guard. Cardinals take a 9-8 lead. Back and forth, back and forth. Cardinals lead by 1. There's a serve, libero at libero. As Ramkaren hits the serve, and Martinsburg can't send it back over.
Yeah, Wood with a tough decision there. A ball close to the net. Just couldn't figure out what to do to get it across.
10-8 Spring Mills. Looked like that serve was going to go out.
Yeah.
Here's Spring Mills. Down ball hit. Kept alive. From the back line, there's Widmeyer with the kill.
She has such a sweet swing.
And for such a young player, only a sophomore. Here's a serve from Martinsburg, and that was off the side of the hand a bit, it looks like. That's now 11-9 Spring Mills.
Yep, 100%. Tough one there. Got to clean those up. Now both teams can reset and get back into the original starting rotation.
Yep, back around for Green to serve. Set up, going back to Widmeyer, down the line, too far down the line, and out. Spring Mills widening the gap a little bit for the first time this set. 12-9. Nola to reach down to get that serve. Blocked at the net and unable to be sent over. Spring Mills, 4 in a row since we were tied at 9. Green serves it at Nola again. Here's the down ball hit by Wood. Spring Mills has to send one over the same sort of way. Widmeyer down the line this time, clips the tape, and lands in for the kill.
Yep, just put it right behind the shoulders of Green. Nothing she could do about it to get those hands up and react in time.
13-10, Spring Mills leads. Set for Spring Mills, and coming too far in for it was Davenport, but staying alive. Here's Widmeyer trying to get another one. Good dig by Spring Mills. Sent over again and kept alive. And this time, Martinsburg can't handle it. Spring Mills back up by 4, 14-10. On the freshman side, Spring Mills got off to a faster start. They're over with a 7-point lead right now, 13-6 on the other court. And now Spring Mills will get to extend their lead further with an ace. 15-10.
And that serve looks really strong from Avery Ward. A lot of movement on that.
And here's another great serve. Noel hands up over the head thinking that it could land in. It might have.
Yeah, it might have, but I feel like when you're going straight up like that, you got to take the chance.
16-10 now, Spring Mills leads set number 1 in the junior varsity match for the evening. There's a dig and a set up towards the middle for Spring Mills. And it's able to be hit over. And Jones is going to be way out wide. This is a free ball. So Martinsburg can do in the middle. Nothing doing for Bourget. Going to be another free ball that Spring Mills has to send. They'll try to set up Bourget again. And Bourget ran up a little too far. And the set ended up behind her. It was Compton, the setter. And it's another point for Spring Mills. It's 17-10. Big run by the Cardinals. brings on the timeout for the Bulldogs. Let's take a 30-second break. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The 39th edition of the West Virginia Breeders' Classic is taking place Saturday, October 11th. Come out to the Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races and enjoy the one-night 9-race event. Live music will begin at 6 p.m. Host time is 7 p.m. Admission is free, making this the fall event you don't want to miss. So mark your calendar, invite your friends, and get ready for an unforgettable evening at the track for the 39th edition of the West Virginia Breeders' Classic.
17-10, Spring Mills leads Martinsburg. 1 set into this JV match. Spring Mills looking poised to take that first set. The serve from Spring Mills hit back over by Martinsburg and 1. Tipped off the tape. Spring Mills at the net. It's blocked. They'll try to send it back over. This time, finally, Davenport is able to do so, but Martinsburg can't handle it.
Yeah.
Still struggling out of the timeout.
Davenport, though, with a good IQ play there, saw everybody creeping up, including Knoll, so she just went with a bump, putting it to the back line, and Knoll couldn't react in time to start backpedaling and get it.
Down ball hit from Martinsburg. Emma Price. Here's Jones down the line and out. Martinsburg finally ends the run.
Yeah, still, though, from Jones, a really solid swing. Just got to locate it a little better next time. They've looked really good so far here in this first set. But Martinsburg, they can clean up, especially here in the serves, get that run going.
18-11, make it 19-11. Service error. That was Jaden Hall with the serve.
Yeah, you just simply can't have that from Hall.
So back on the Spring Mills side, it will be Kelsey Burkholder with the serve and with the ace. As it rolls all the way into the freshman match. Spring Mills 20-11. Good serve from the junior, Kelsey Burkholder. Sending this one at Knoll this time. Backline hit from Widmeyer off block. Set up for Jones, left side. Good dig from Martinsburg, but no second hit on it. Brianna Bailey with a nice dive, but some miscommunication on who should be the one to take it for that second hit to keep it alive. 21-11. Spring Mills continues to dominate. And the whistle blows. Someone from Martinsburg got in the net. 22-11. Over on the freshman side, a similar bit of domination for Spring Mills, 19-10. Make it 20-10 as I make my point. Cardinals get another point. Next serve on the JV side, back with us from Burkholder. Widmeyer has to punch this one over, and it's out.
Timing just simply not there right now at all for Martinsburg on this attack. Sloppy.
Burkholder again at Knoll. Hall sets it up, but it's a free ball for Mensa. Back set for Davenport. And again, Martinsburg can't get the hits on it. Bourget kind of dove for it and then had to kind of duck down in the middle and then got in the way of Knoll trying to send over the free ball. So it's 24-11. Set point for Spring Mills. It's going to be a free ball for Hall. It stayed in, and the first hit from Spring Mills. Bad luck on their part. It goes up and hits. Was that the basketball hoop that it hit?
Yeah, either the hoop or
the roof, the scaffolding.
Raptor, yeah. And that forced it to come back down quicker than they were ready for.
24-12, and there's the set point for Spring Mills on the service error from Widmeyer. So we're one set down, and it's an easy set win for Spring Mills, 25-12. We'll take a 1-minute break. come back with set number 2 JV action, see if Martinsburg can bounce back. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Marius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
Back for more EPAC volleyball here on TV 10. Spring Mills and Martinsburg taking each other on here tonight. And it was the Spring Mills Cardinals that solidly won set number 1 against the Bulldogs. And it looks like Spring Mills JV is taking in the freshman match where they are also at set point for set number 1. And it could end up with the same score. So it's 24-12, Spring Mills. And it really will be deja vu all over again if this upcoming serve from Martinsburg goes into the net. It'll be the exact same finish, the exact same score. And now over the JV side, they'll get ready to get things going. Martinsburg did get that serve across.
Yeah, but talking about our JV match that we had, got a lot to clean up. As Martinsburg, give credit to Spring Mills. They have looked really good so far tonight, especially with their serves. They're putting them across, putting them right in the exact location they want, which in the end puts a lot of pressure on Martinsburg. And so far tonight, they have really struggled in the serve receive, setting up the offense and causing a lot of mistakes as a result of that. And the Cardinals have taken every advantage of it.
Spring Mills freshman team gets the first set done on the next point. So now officially both matches are at Spring Mills 1, Martinsburg nothing. But now shift focus back to the JV match fully here. Both sides get their liberos in.
I believe Martinsburg will serve. What were you about to say, though? Sorry.
I was just going to say it just seems like Martinsburg couldn't get on the right page. Everybody on the floor there in that first set. See if the second set brings something a little more cohesive for the Bulldogs.
By the way, for those debating on attending these matches in person today, you might want to do so if you're a fan of WVU football. They are raffling off 4 tickets to Saturday's game against Utah. See a few of the varsity players down below us going around with the tickets.
Martinsburg opens up the first set with a point. Spring Mills couldn't send the serve back over. And this is Knoll serving for Martinsburg. Widmeyer tries to put it over, is blocked, immediately sends it back again. Spring Mills can't handle it. It's a 2-0 start for the Bulldogs.
Whatever works.
You could have won some WVU tickets by listening to the Sports Mix today, being the first to call in.
Yeah, we're going to try again tomorrow. Nobody ever called.
Right.
Shame on you guys.
So if you don't call in there, or don't come to the game tonight, yes, this is us saying, for that particular reason at the very least, you come to the game and still listen to us.
Yeah.
If you want some WVU tickets, that is. Here's a serve, 2-0, Spring Mills. Trailing here, Martinsburg, and that is in just barely as the antenna was kind of knocked off line. So coaches, the varsity coaches for Martinsburg having to come in.
I'm a little surprised there was no call for being in the net when clearly the net got hit.
Well, the ball did hit the net also.
I don't know.
I thought it did. That's what I was assuming. It's 3-0 Martinsburg, though. So there's Coach Kiara Anderson, assistant coach Amelia Jenkins. Both.
Fortunately, she was already walking by and ready to go.
Both of them coming in with the assist. The Martinsburg, much better start to this set. Up 3-0. Spring Mills puts over a setter dump. Boget with the hit from the middle gets the kill. And we're seeing a complete reversal from the first set. Martinsburg looks locked in, up 4-0 to start.
And Boget got away with one there. You saw her as soon as she made that hit look up, wasn't happy with herself, but got the kill.
And their serve from Knoll. Back set by Spring Mills. And miscommunication. There it is. And it looks like that was Knoll and, let's see, this looks like it's Spiker.
Yep.
That we're talking it out afterwards. So it's 4-1 Martinsburg. Set sent over by Green. Now Green sets in the middle, pushed over by LeMaster. And now down ball hit, over the top, and then a free ball sent over. LeMaster smacks it over again. They'll set up Widmeyer. Nothing doing. Outside hit with the left hand, goes into the net. It was Juliana Crane. Couldn't get the hit on it the way she wanted. 5-1 Bulldogs. We're seeing a similar start to the second set on the freshman side as well, funny enough. Martinsburg's opened up 3-0 over there after losing definitively. Here's another ace from the Bulldogs. One hit, and then no one came and got it.
They're putting the good serves across. That's the thing. They've been able so far to clean it up, but right as I say it, there you go. Right into the net, Jaden Hall.
We jinx it as usual. 6-2, Martinsburg now leads.
I didn't think she could hear me. I'm using my indoor voice, I promise.
Here's the serve from Spring Mills is Avery Ward. Boget in the middle, way too much on it. Spring Mills trying to chip away at this lead. 6-3 is the score now. And there's a serve across, and what a serve it was, because the Vita Menso on the opposite side of the court did not see it coming, just barely got the hands up in front of the chest, and that was it. 6-4.
Yeah, you don't typically see a serve across with that sort of angle, and now she puts it back down the opposite line, and it is perfectly placed by Ward.
You can't do it much better than that. Hit them where they ain't. 6-5.
Spring Mills got a serve specialist here from her. Only a freshman. You can see why she's playing at the JV level.
This one, Martinsburg does get a handle of. Gracie Widmeyer, soft touch. Spring Mills had a couple hits that almost recovered, but not quite. Martinsburg gets the point, 7-5. It'll be Gracie Widmeyer to serve. Having a little bit of a discussion between our down official and Spring Mills' coach.
Yep, they want to make sure they are in the correct rotation. Don't want a rotation error called against you, giving Martinsburg a free point. And they were, so they're all good.
Jones from the 10 line. Widmeyer, first touch on the other side, way off the mark. Point goes back to Spring Mills.
That was just a beautifully hard spiked ball that, again, when you put that much power on it, 9 times out of 10, the other team's not going to be able to react in time. Same thing there.
Serving for Spring Mills and getting the ace is Lemaster. Martinsburg couldn't handle it, so we're back tied at 7-7 when it was 6-1 Martinsburg just a few minutes ago. And Spring Mills will give the lead right back, though, on the service error. Eight to 7 Bulldogs. Bourget with the serve. It'll have to be a free ball, and only just barely getting it over the net. Down ball hit from Martinsburg. It goes over the Spring Mills bench, and somehow Spring Mills gets it back over with only 3 hits. But Widmeyer slams it back over the other side. Gets the kill.
Yeah, that was one of the best swings of the night for Gracie Widmeyer. Got to keep going to her if you want to force a set number 3.
9-7. Bourget, another serve. Too far. Good decision by Ram Karen to let it go.
Martinsburg just struggling to get into a rhythm here.
Inconsistencies.
Yeah.
9-8. Bulldogs still with the 1-point lead. Emmeline Copenhaver, freshman, will serve. Sends it at Knoll, and this time Knoll learned her lesson.
Yeah.
Hands over the head, I should let it go.
Yep. That's what we said in the first set when she went straight up and made contact with it. If you are at your highest level that you can when you're standing straight up with your arms stretched all the way out above your head, and that ball is at fingertip level, bring them down.
Yep, 9 times out of 10. If it's over your head when you're on the back line, it's going out.
Free ball. Out of bounds. Oof, that is a tough one for Spring Mills. You can't have that.
Free ball error makes it 11-8 Bulldogs.
It's such a simple thing that you can't screw up. Got to put them in the back corners, those free balls.
Compton with the serve. Spring Mills sends it right back over, but Emma Price welcomes that one at the net. Kill for her. It's 12-8 Martinsburg. And Spring Mills takes a timeout. Down by 4. We'll take a 30-second break with them. The EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Remember all the sports we played when we were kids?
Oh yeah, swimming, tennis, basketball,
Football, soccer, track. I loved winning.
I still do.
Our competitive spirit is still going strong.
But now we use it to win for our clients. If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
4-point lead for for Martinsburg over Spring Mills. Trying to force a third set is the Bulldogs for this JV match. So coming out of the timeout, we'll have a little bit of a talk with the up judge and one of our volunteers. Didn't seem like there was anything wrong, just getting things together. And, oh boy, the timeout from Spring Mills works as it goes off the side of the hand of Ava Compton. And it's a service error, make it 12-9.
Yeah, she was trying to do what Ward did earlier, go all the way across the court with it.
And there's a service error right back from Spring Mills.
So for Martinsburg, you'll take a little sigh of relief, at least, that you got the point back there with that, but you still want to clean up the serves.
Spring Mills freshman team has recovered on the other side. They were down 8-5. Now they lead 10-8. 5 in a row for them. Spring Mills JV has yet to make their comeback. There's a hit over. Widmeyer, another kill.
Yeah, it looked like it went off block of Burkholder. She just couldn't go up strong enough to send it back to Widmeyer's side.
14-9. Martinsburg extends their lead. Spring Mills goes with a hit from Gorman and can't get it over for Martinsburg. 14-10.
Knoll just with a poor first touch.
It'll be the libero, Ramkaren. And sends it at the back line. Martinsburg plays it. Widmeyer off block, gets another kill. A really good match for Gracie Widmeyer. And a 5-point lead for the Bulldogs again. Back around to Knoll to serve for Martinsburg. And a first touch not going right for Spring Mills. Makes it another point for the Bulldogs. Spring Mills looking like the one that's out of sorts here this set.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Martinsburg gets another point here. You burn a timeout, reset.
Hit off block, and the point for Avery Ward.
Yeah, off block, and it, I think, got a little piece of the net as well from Ward's spike that just kind of lofted it right over top of the block, and nobody was backing it up.
Spring Mills has made their way around the rotation again with Green to serve. And it's a serve into the net. 17-11.
They didn't have that issue in the first set. That was the difference. No. There were very few serve errors on Spring Mills' side in the first set, if any. And now here in set two, they have really struggled to put it across and put that pressure on Martinsburg like they did in that first set in which they dominated.
Just barely clipping the net, and then no one making the play for Spring Mills. Jaden Hall gets a service error, or a service ace. Bulldogs, 7-point lead, 18-11. Hall gets the serve again, and it's another ace. Some great serves by Hall.
Yeah, weird positioning there for Boyd. She just couldn't read that serve coming across, and she had to, when making contacts, pretty much drop herself down and sit on the court to get it.
And Hall hooks this one. Service error after two aces. 19-12.
Yeah, you're in control, though, Martinsburg. There you go.
And continuing with the great serves is Avery Ward.
Yeah, that is such a tough angle. Right down the line.
Yeah.
Perfectly placed and nobody there for Martinsburg. She's just able to find that gap. She does so again.
Goal again, and another.
I was
serve. This ace.
For us, we have a great view behind the serve.
Yeah.
To see kind of where that space is. And again, she put it there. We'll see if this time around she tries to go right in between. Yep.
And this one does go out. I was about to say Martinsburg should just go ahead and assume that every serve from Ward is going to be in, but that's why you don't do that.
But yeah, I saw that little gap exactly where she was trying to get it to in between Knoll and Widmeyer, but as you said, just overpowered it.
No, it's 20-14. Wasn't a long enough of a sustained run. You can only ask so much of your server. Still a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Widmeyer to serve. Go to Jones. And Martinsburg, one hit on it, but then again, nobody goes after it. So there's
I think that one hit the hoop as well, which had the ball come back down quicker.
Back over to LeMaster to serve. 20-15. Goes at Knoll. Hall really has to go for that one. Off block and the point for the Bulldogs.
Good job, Martinsburg. That was a tough point to get.
Yeah. Juliana Crane came in with a block, but just barely off the side of her hand. And falls right next to her. 21-15. Here's Bourget to serve. We'll go to Crane on that right side. Off block and lands on the Martinsburg side for a Cardinal point. They cut it back to just a 5-point deficit, but Martinsburg only needs 4 to win the set.
Yeah, you got to be perfect. No more mistakes. Make Martinsburg earn those points. And there you go.
Another ace.
Just having a tough night with those serves coming straight at her.
Yep. And that was a tough position. That one's literally at eye level, right at her. So there's
Knowles just got to shake it off, reset. Can't get in your own head.
21-17. Another serve. This one to Widmeyer. Set up for Mensa. Down ball hit. It's blocked. Martinsburg able to recover. They'll go in the middle and jumping up for it. Serve, or the set, I should say, too far away, it looked like, for Burkholder.
Yep, that was just a bad set. She put it too close to the net, and nobody could get it without going into the net.
22-17. That's why these comebacks late in the set are difficult.
Yep.
Like you said, Colin, got to be perfect.
Yeah, you can't give away points like that.
And there's an ace from Martinsburg. Ava Compton makes it 23-17 Bulldogs. She'll have a chance at another one. Puts a little more height on this one, but gets another serve ace. Send this one at Kaylin White this time. She couldn't handle the first contact. 24-17. Compton. First touch good by LeMaster this time. Jones goes up, sends it over. Dumped by Martinsburg. Spring Mill sends it back in one. Set up, down the line. There's the kill for Olivia Roach. Martinsburg recovers after losing the first set in dominating fashion. They come back and definitively win set number 2, which means third set is for all the marbles here for JV. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll come back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Jonathan Bodwell, Bodwell Insurance Solutions. We've been serving the Eastern Panhandle with their insurance needs for 20 years. We specialize in Medicare and health insurance plans. Medicare can be scary. We help seniors navigate the Medicare maze and not get taken advantage of by the call centers. We give honest, local advice on your insurance. We're located in the Aiken Center, 304-283-0864.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
We are back with set number 3, winner takes all for JV. Martinsburg with a definitive win in set number 2, 25-17. Coming back after losing the first set, 25-12. So now, Colin, we'll see if both teams have sort of evened out a bit. Maybe we get a very competitive set number 3.
Yeah, both sets, deciding factors were just who played the cleaner volleyball, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what it comes down to here in the third set. That was tough to watch here and there for Spring Mills, and they looked completely different than the dominating force you saw in the first set against Martinsburg. Martinsburg was able to put all the pressure on the Cardinals in set number 2. We'll see, though, if now they can figure it out and bring it to a conclusion. Looking forward to it. This is going to be interesting here as to which team has the better reaction and can get to 25 first.
On the other side, while we were going to break, Spring Mills wrapped up the freshman match in 2 sets straight there. They started set number 2 kind of slow from what I saw from the score. Martinsburg was up 5-2 in the same way that Martinsburg had a fast start for JV's second set. But then they came back big time. So it's just JV here on the court. And we'll start off with a hit from Green that goes out across the court. Bulldogs up 1-0.
See what Noel can do here. Right off tape and gets the ace. Tough for Davenport to judge there as that hit the tape. You never know how it's going to go if it makes contact with the net. Could slow it down. It could just rip right through it and stay at the same speed. And again,
yeah, another
bends the tape. Yeah, those are impossible to read. I don't know how anybody can. You just got to react and kind of hope that you make contact.
Yeah. Oh, Noel gets another chance. 3-0 Bulldogs start this last set. And Spring Mills responds.
And Ward with a great swing from the outside.
Well, Ward showing a lot of potential just as a freshman in this match. The serves have been picture perfect a lot of the time. Spring Mills, just a handful of freshmen on the JV squad here. Green being one of them, and Green gets a serve to lay in for an ace as well.
Yeah, I think Spiker kind of going with that half swing tricked Bailey, and then Bailey was late to react when she did make contact with Spiker right in front of her.
Green's going to get another service ace.
A lot of aces so far tonight on both sides.
A lot of these serves have felt like all or nothing, either in the net or for a point.
We haven't really had a super long volley.
You're right. And this is another ace for Green, 3 in a row. I just mentioned it seems like all 3 freshmen, Ward, Copenhaver, and Green have all had very good sets for the Cardinals. Ward and Green especially. Boget in the middle. Over for the Bulldogs, and here's Ward down the line again. Dug out by the Bulldogs, but sent over the net. Widmeyer, left side for the Bulldogs. Had a miscommunication, maybe it hit the roof.
It did.
Yep.
Yep, they were waiting for it to come down naturally, and it just grazed one of the rafters, and that kind of pulled the ball a little bit more to the left coming down.
Threw off the timing and the placement for Spring Mills underneath. 4-4. Serve from Hall. Green sets up Davenport. Blocked.
Good backup by Hall.
Yep, Martinsburg gets it. Ward again. Nothing doing for Spring Mills. They'll go to Widmeyer for Martinsburg. Another dig. Here's a good volley here, and it ends right there. Spring Mills sends it back at Martinsburg. Off the block, 5-4 Cardinals.
And Burkholder up front right in the middle, winning that battle. Now we see some fire on both sides, getting a little volley going.
And here's Ward. Not quite an ace, but the third hit from Martinsburg goes too far. It's out. Does that still count as an ace, Colin?
Not sure. I think.
And this time Ward puts just a little too much on it, trying to perfectly place it.
I thought it was going to hit one of the members of the girls basketball team coming at their practice. Wasn't looking. Just walking across with no care whatsoever.
6-5 Cardinals. Widmeyer with the serve for the Bulldogs. And another one that hits the basketball hoop. And again, it just seems to be green every time as the setter there in the middle. It has to deal with the consequences of that. 6-6. Another serve from Widmeyer. This is in the net. Seems like that's probably the area that Widmeyer has the most room for improvement. The serves, if I had to guess.
Yep.
Does pretty well for herself up at the net, getting kills. 7-6 Spring Mills. Here's Ramkaren with the serve. He'll set this up for Roach, but it's sent into the net. 8-6 Cardinals lead. This one will be sent at Widmeyer. Good first touch. But then the hit back the other way. Widmeyer has to send a free ball. Spring Mills tried to take advantage. Sent too far. That was Jones. Put a little too much on it. Gives the Bulldogs the point. They're back to just being down by one. Serve goes to Bourget this time. And that's in the net. Giving the Cardinals a 2-point lead again.
Yeah. Back-to-back serves for Martinsburg, resulting in back-to-back serve errors. It was going back and forth, but you're opening the window now with your mistakes to allow Spring Mills to pull away.
Copenhaver serves at Widmeyer. And Widmeyer's first touch goes over, back to Spring Mills. And LeMaster from the middle gets the kill.
It's starting to feel like what we felt in that first set. Spring Mills just figuring it out yet again here, what they need to do. Up 10-7 now.
All of the freshmen for Spring Mills on this JV squad with aces in this set already. Or close to it, I guess you could say. And Martinsburg, just that one rides the tape. That was a tough break for them, even though I guess it was a bad hit that led to it. 11-7. Cardinals pulling away a bit. 3 in a row. And that will end the run there. Make it 11-8.
Copenhaver just too much on that one. Now I'll see some subs on both sides.
And Compton comes in for the Bulldogs to serve. Her first hit sent over. Can Spring Mills do with it? Jones just barely, well, I was about to say just barely avoids getting in the net, but the whistle just came late.
Yeah, she landed and then was trying to just kind of bring her momentum to the side instead of straight through, and for the most part did a good job doing so, but
looked like
half that foot still came across.
It looked like a ball carrier trying to avoid stepping out of bounds.
Yep.
And Spring Mills, their next hit Too much on it, just barely. It's another point for Martinsburg. It's 11-10. Cardinals lead down the 1. Will lead to a Cardinals timeout. We'll take the 30-second break with them. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 30.
Jonathan Bodwell Insurance Solutions. We've been serving the Eastern Panhandle with their insurance needs for 20 years. We specialize in Medicare and health insurance plans. Medicare can be scary. We help seniors navigate the Medicare maze and not get taken advantage of by the call centers. We give honest, local advice on your insurance. We're located in the Aiken Center, 304-283-0864.
We'll get you our set sponsors. The second set was brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons and the Manchafretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. We are in the third set. We'll get you those sponsors here just after this point. Ava Compton out of the timeout. Looked like that serve was going out. Spring Mills keeps it up, though. Compton sets up for Whitmire at the 10 line. Blocked, and there's the point. Lemaster with a great block. 12-10 Cardinals. Third set brought to you by CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevrolet and Toyota of Martinsburg, and CMA Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Martinsburg. CMA's moving lives forward. And the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. And here's another point for the Cardinals. A down ball hit from Burkhart. That goes too far the other way. Trying to cut it across to the other side of the court. It's tough to do. Martinsburg couldn't pull that one off.
And they were afraid of getting blocked again. Good job, Woodmeyer. That was a tough serve receive there. And again, they're trying to go with that angle to get it away from the block, and too much arc and power.
It was Burkhart again. It's 14-10 Cardinals. Jones with another serve. Rides the net. Gets over, though, and we'll get a block by Spring Mills that just barely stays in on the Martinsburg side for another Cardinals point. Everything going their way.
A tough little stretch there for Burkhart. She came back this time instead of trying to go opposite with that swing, since you saw the back-to-back over kills with that angle. She was wanting to go straight through the block, but got blocked, and it stayed right on that line.
15-10 Spring Mills with a 4-point run after they called timeout.
Yeah, if you're Martinsburg, you needed this timeout here. See if you can reset and get that 4 straight like Spring Mills just did.
Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call for TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Our on-site producer is John Alderton. Colton Musgrove is our cameraman. And back at the studio is Kyler High. Still Madison Jones to serve out of the timeout. 15-10 Spring Mills. Another nice serve from the Cardinals. Martinsburg keeps it on their side after 3 hits. I think everybody kind of bailed out, thinking that it was going to go over to the Spring Mills side, and it didn't. That last hit went straight up, stayed on their side. 16-10, Cardinals lead.
A Hall now in for Burkhart to see if that can change anything for Martinsburg here.
Down ball hit Roach, too much on it. 17-10, 6 straight points for Spring Mills. Jones, another good serve, just barely over the net. Free ball sent by Martinsburg. A set in the middle for Lemaster. No dice on that one, but it gets into the net. Compton tried to play it off the net, couldn't quite do it. A difficult task, and there's another point. for the Cardinals.
Martinsburg just continues to make mistakes, and these serves by Jones are going right in the middle and in play.
Jones at Knoll again. Widmeyer down the line, and Jones should have kept her hands down.
Yep.
Point goes to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was clearly going out from our vantage point if Jones didn't make contact with it. She ends her own run.
So here's Martinsburg's probably last gasp attempt at a big run for a comeback here, and it's an ace to start it off. Roach with the service ace makes it 18-12.
Again, Jones just not with the proper usage of contact, going up almost like the song Shout's being played, you know. Everybody shout, put your hands up and shout. She's just going with her hands up like that. Need a better swing than that, Dylan. Need better singing from me, too. I'll work on it.
Practice makes perfect, Colin. Here we go. Set by Martinsburg. Go to Widmeyer on the left side, and a rare mistake from Gracie Widmeyer, even for a sophomore. Sent that one into the net. 19-12. .6 to go for Spring Mills, and that'll stay at 6 as LeMaster's serve goes into the net. 19-13. So again, Martinsburg riding that line of your opponent only needing 6 points to win, and you're down by 6. Knoll will serve for the Bulldogs. Setter dump from Spring Mills. Free ball way out. Compton couldn't get a good angle on that one with the way that the ball came at her. So 20-13. Spring Mills closing in on the JV victory. A good serve by Green. Knoll's first touch sent it right back over. It's going to be another free ball from Hall, and that's another free ball that is sent out.
Yeah, you can't have that back-to-back free balls that aren't in play.
21-13. And it's another serve receive that goes back over, and Bourget tried to send that one back as Spring Mills put it back on the Martinsburg side. And that's another one into the net. So Spring Mills and up to a 9-point lead. Martinsburg looking a lot more like they did in the first set. Green finally, with a mistake with the serves, sends it into the net. 22-14. Jaden Hall to serve. Right at Madison Jones. And Jones will be the one to send the free ball back over. Set up in the middle for Bourget. And she gets the kill. Off the block. Not much that Ram Karen could do with it.
Yeah, that was a tough one for her.
22-15. And it's an ace.
Nearly took off Coach Anderson's head.
And we'll get a timeout from Spring Mills. 22-16. Let's take the break with them for 30 seconds. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Back out of the timeout, Martinsburg doing all they can to try to make a comeback. in the third and decisive set of this JV match between Spring Mills and Martinsburg. And the hit from Brianna Bailey goes up into the crow's nest of the Martinsburg basketball gym here. Make it 23-16. Spring Mills with the serve. Ward back with the serve. Here's Jones, left side, soft touch. Martinsburg keeps it up, though. Set or dump. Nothing doing there. Jones back on the left side. And the first touch, contact from Martinsburg. Way too strong. Goes out of play. And it's match point for the Cardinals.
They've just completely dominated this third set, just like the first one. Who else but Ward? Nope.
Down line. Nope.
She tried again.
Hooked one. Yep.
Yeah.
24-17.
Those were her specialty here tonight, but this time she couldn't do it.
Gracie Widmeyer to serve. A Widmeyer serve into the net is how set number one ended. That won't be how this serve goes. From the back line, Ward sends it into the net.
Probably should have went with the free ball there, Ward. That's a tough one to get from the back line with a spike.
Another good serve from Widmeyer. Jones left side, too far down the line. 24-19.
Jones couldn't twist that body back to facing in.
Martinsburg still needs a good run of serves and points overall here, and they won't get it. Soft touch by Jones. Sent right in the middle. Martinsburg couldn't handle it on the other side. 25-19. Cardinals win the set and win the match. 2-1.
Yeah, they played good. Second set, though, obviously had a lot to clean up, but overall we're the better team here tonight. Really liked what I saw from Avery Ward. She's going to be a lot of fun here over the next few years for Spring Mills. The master up front, Ram Karen as well, the libero. Got to see a lot of good things from this JV team of Spring Mills, and now we'll see if the varsity team can replicate it and sweep the night for the Cardinals, or if Martinsburg will get the series sweep in the regular season. It's going to be a good one. Don't go anywhere.
20-minute countdown has started on one side of the court at least, so we'll go ahead.
I wouldn't be surprised if they reset that, since they still got to tear down the net and restart to give them the full 20 minutes of warm-up. So we'll do our best, though, to cover it all.
And for now, we'll take a 5-minute break, and when we come back, we'll start our pregame coverage for varsity between Spring Mills and Martinsburg. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
There's a new seafood place in town. Get Rock's Crab Cake Sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
They're ahead. It's a race between Rock's delicious chicken sandwich and delicious burger to see which is best. And the winner is, get both.
Fort Evans Archery of Inwood is your local full-service archery pro shop with sales and setup, maintenance, repairs, and sight-ins. Fort Evans Archery is a full stocking dealer for all your favorites like Hoyt, Matthews, Elite, Bowtech, Mission, and Bear, with crossbows from Raven, 10-point, Barnett, and Excalibur. And Fort Evans Archery has a sight range out to 60 yards. Fort Evans Archery, 998 Ardenelville Road, Suite 2, Inwood, open Tuesday to Friday, 10 a.m. until 6, Saturdays 9:30 to 4. FortEvansArchery.com.
Sometimes our customers face circumstances that stretch their financial resources. At West Virginia American Water, we're here to help. Our customer assistance program can keep your life flowing by providing one-time assistant grants of up to $500, payment installment plans, and budget billing to provide predictable monthly bills. We also offer discounts of 20% for qualified low-income customers. To learn more about our customer assistant programs, visit westvirginiaamwater.com.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control 4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Manchin Ferretti,
the one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. We're Manchin Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
So the other day, a judge asked me how much younger I am.
Well, the other day, a judge asked me how much taller I am.
But who's the better lawyer?
Well, that's an easy one.
At Skinner, we don't leave results to chance. We fight for what you deserve. If you're hurt in almost heaven, dial the 7s.
Double or nothing.
SkinnerWins.com.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
We welcome you back inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse as we get you set for varsity volleyball between Spring Mills and Martinsburg on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Colin McLaughlin here alongside me is Dylan Bishop. John Alderton is our on-site producer. Colton Musgrove running the camera, and back at the studio is Kyler High. Got to see a very fun JV match. It was Spring Mills taking it 2-1 over Martinsburg. And now we get to see the second meeting and the final meeting of the regular season between these two schools. And Dylan, we talked a little bit about it before the JV match. It was Martinsburg's first win under Coach Anderson the last time these two teams met, and it was a 3-1 result for the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, we were pretty used to seeing Spring Mills and Martinsburg go to 5 sets over the last few years. And I think after 2 sets of that first match, we kind of thought we might be in store for something similar, because Spring Mills comes out really strong in that first set and wins 25-16. And then Martinsburg comes back and wins set 2, 25-14. But then Martinsburg kind of dominates the rest of the match from there, 25-20 and 25-12. So we'll see if Martinsburg, without an Isaiah Villa, can continue the success that they've had. They've been able to not really miss much of a step without her in the games that we've seen, at the very least, against EPAC competition. Being able to sweep Jefferson last week. But competition gets tougher. They got to play, the likes of Musselman and Hedgesville again. Spring Mills is always a tough test of their own.
Yeah, we'll have that Musselman matchup for you next week here at the Field House on Tuesday. The Bulldogs almost beat them last time around, but as you said, Villa right now out with an injury for Martinsburg. You see her in attendance tonight, standing right now over in front of the bench with a volleyball in her hands. Still has that shoulder injury. She's hoping to return, but not sure if she will be able to here in her senior season. Then on the other side for Spring Mills, it's still a young team for the most part. Only a few seniors in that side, or on that side, excuse me, but still a lot of height. That's been a big advantage for Spring Mills here as of late. Typically they had the Stevens sisters, but now Sammy graduating last year, it's only Lexi Stevens that remains in at 6'2", but you still have Olivia Spurgeon and McKenna Mullen up there with them at 5'10" each, and then Irene Ofwegbu at 5'9". So we'll see if they can get that block party, or if Martinsburg will be getting its dance party going here tonight. It looks like they, for some reason, reset the 20-minute clock, and it was a little bit late. We'll see here if they speed that up, or if we are going to have to continue going here or not a little bit more with a pregame show. The pregame show brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg, or call them at 304-263-4343. Pregame show also brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems. They're providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMSystems.com. Both teams warming up out on the floor right now, practicing passing with one another. Dylan, you got anything else before we take our first break?
I'm just interested to see Spring Mills again. It's been a while since that first game of the season. You never know what sort of rust or anything else that they're trying to iron out. And now we are a good portion into the season. They may have decided, hey, some of that stuff we were doing in that first match, we don't want to do that anymore. We found better ways to succeed. So I'm intrigued to see what Spring Mills might look like compared to that first match.
Step aside and take a 2-minute commercial break, and on the other side of that break, we'll continue with more pregame coverage of tonight's EPAC volleyball contest between Spring Mills and Martinsburg on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's an instant classic. Hold still! Get Rock's delicious chicken sandwich and delicious burger with pickle aioli and Heinz thick-cut dill pickles.
We brought the beach to you. Get Rock's crab cake sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
I love it when people ask me which of the Skinner brothers is younger.
I love it when people ask me, who's taller?
I love it when people get us confused.
You do? Really?
No.
At least they're not confused about what the Skinners do.
If you're hurt and almost heaven, dial the sevens. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Welcome you back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. About 14 minutes left here in warm-ups, it looks like, for both sides still out on the court. Spring Mills comes in 9-6-1 overall. Not 100% sure of Martinsburg's record. There's still a few games that are missing on Max Preps, but they are coming off a full weekend so far, as I'm looking here for Martinsburg. They went on, and you'll hear from Coach Anderson later on here in the pregame show as well. They took on Morgantown and Hurricane over the weekend. I believe that was on actually Friday, yeah. Went 1-1. They lost to Morgantown 2-0, and then beat Hurricane 2-1. But then on Saturday, went to a tournament in Frederick and took second in that tournament. Unfortunately, as I said, Max Preps doesn't have all the results, so not 100% sure what the record is for the Bulldogs so far this year, but what we do know is they got the best of Spring Mills last time around, and we'll see if they can do so again here today. Step aside and take another 2-minute break, and on the other side of that break, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures, including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
We welcome you back inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse, 10 minutes away from varsity volleyball action between Spring Mills and Martinsburg. Let's now hear from both teams' head coaches here tonight. First joined by Kara Anderson, head coach of the Martinsburg Lady Bulldogs. Coach, it's been another week since we've seen your team last. What have you guys been able to do, and how have things gone so far in that week?
We were in Morgantown on Friday evening. We played Morgantown and Hurricane, came out of that 1-1. Lost to Morgantown, but beat Hurricane. And then Saturday we were in Frederick for the Oakdale tournament, which we placed second. And I think that was a real turning point for us. I think that was probably the best I've seen us play all season.
How much does it help getting to play other teams around the state and then out-of-state programs as well?
We try to take it to our advantage as best we can. These are the teams that we're going to see in the future in hopes that we go to the state tournament. So getting that experience quick is getting them prepared for when they see them later on in the postseason.
Of course, you guys still trying to overcome losing Villa for a little bit here at this point in the year as well. How much have you continued to see everybody else grow and try to fill those roles?
Saturday, freshman Ellie Palmer stepped up when we needed her the most. She was our outside, was phenomenal, made all-tournament team at Oakdale. So she's really stepped up and has kind of played that part, and we've been able to adjust. So they're all clicking, and they're all doing exactly what I need them to do.
Serve-receive a little bit last week when we saw you guys was a constant issue in that week time. I know, obviously, with matches it's kind of tough, but how much were you able to work on that?
We do serve, receive every single practice. So every opportunity that we have, we do serve, receive.
Tonight you guys get to host Spring Mills, team that you guys beat last time for your first win as head coach. This time around, what do you think it's going to take against them?
We're going to do exactly what we did. Obviously, we have a little bit of changes here in our lineup, but they've had more energy, they've had more drive, they've had more heart. I think they're finally realizing that they are capable of doing this. So I'm just excited to see what they do.
Anything else, Coach?
No, that's everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now joined by Sam Junkin, head coach of the Spring Mills Lady Cardinals. Coach, got to see your team at the beginning of the season. How's the season progressed for you guys so far?
We've progressively gotten better and better. Started out, had a rough start for the season. Really more with unforced errors. I don't think we really got beat by too many teams. It was more for us from committing the unforced errors that just put us out of the match there. So I think we've cleaned that up some. Made some alignment changes, some options for us from there. So looking forward to it.
What are some of those alignment changes?
If we get stuck in a couple of rotations, we've got some really good athletes on the team. So we have some abilities to move people around, from a middle to oppo. So if we get into a situation where one person is struggling, I think it's a team effort. We can kind of pull people around there.
How much growth have you seen from your team?
A lot. From the mental standpoint, we've early season, we really had a difficult time maintaining focus the entire match. We'd looked like really solid, great team for one set, and then we just got a little unfocused, a little sloppy. That's when the errors started going. We seem to be turning that corner now, hopefully, and moving in the right direction for maintaining a consistent and just a clean version of volleyball there.
What else is it going to take to get to that next level here down that home stretch of the season?
It's just consistency. I would like to add a few things to the offense as we get farther into the season. We'll have time for that, but just really it comes down to consistency. We have the athletes. We have every position that we need filled with the player that we need. All we have to do is just play clean and leave the errors on the other side of the net. That's the way I like to see it.
Martinsburg again tonight. What do you guys need to do differently to get the win this time?
Maintain focus. Last time we came out and played our volleyball first set, and it was we did very well. Then we just kind of lost focus. I think they're a good defensive team, and we need to be able to make adjustments as they make adjustments. I explained to my players, I was like, it's like a chess game. We do something, they react, so then we should be able to do something else to make them have another reaction. So I'm looking for that tonight as we move into it, as they start to kind of bend their defense around what we're providing from offense, giving them a different look and seeing what we need to go from there.
Anything else, Coach Duncan?
I think that's it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That was our coaches' interviews. Appreciate Coach Anderson and Coach Junkin for their time earlier to interview them. We'll step aside now and take another 2-minute break. And on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll continue with more pregame coverage, getting you ready for varsity volleyball between Spring Mills and Martinsburg on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 2 minutes.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Manchin Ferretti,
The one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. We're Manchin Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
What's up, everybody? Tyson Bajan here. The greatest asset for a professional quarterback is a receiver with good hands.
At Next Level Auto Detailing, your vehicle is in good hands. We offer basic detailing packages, ceramic coatings, any restoration service for your vehicle, you name it, we do it. Call us at 703-786-6250 to take your vehicle to the next level. Let's go!
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here to the Martinsburg Field House. Again, pregame coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. You can stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call them at 304-263-4343. Pregame coverage also brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. You can call them at 304-350-1931 or visit them online at whmsystems.com. Martinsburg finishing up its warm-ups here in the final 2 minutes, practicing that serve-receive, and that was a big issue for them last time we saw them against Jefferson on Tuesday. They were still able to get the sweep, but it was an unusual night for them with those serves. Really need to clean that up here this time tonight if they want to get the best of Spring Mills, Dylan.
Yeah, a lot of times volleyball comes down to just who's going to make the least mistakes on their side, because, you know, both sides are bound to do it. Can you be the one that does it less? And then, at least here in the EPAC action, if it's not Hedgesville or Musselman against not each other, usually the matchup is pretty even in terms of talent. And even we saw Martinsburg give Musselman a big run for their money when they were totally healthy this year. But point being, a lot of the talent level here at the EPAC is pretty similar, so if you just make less mistakes, a lot of times you can come out with a win.
Got about a minute left here on the clock. Spring Mills in the blue uniforms tonight. They'll be on the left side of the screen for you. Martinsburg in the home white with black shorts. They'll be on the right side of the screen. I'm Colin McLaughlin for TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Dylan Bishop alongside me. John Alderton's our on-site producer. Cameraman tonight is Colton Musgrove, and you can See him and his fellow Martinsburg Bulldogs in action on Friday night as they take on Jefferson in football. 6 p.m. pregame coverage, 7 p.m. kickoff, and then back at the studio is Kyler High. It's the horn getting ready to sound here in the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Let's now introduce you to both teams. First, the visiting Spring Mills Cardinals. First for them, 5'5", wearing number 8 is Gabby Malott. Standing in at 5'3", it's number 3, the libero Mallory Schlosser, followed by standing in at 5'10", number 11, McKenna Mullen. Sasha Connor, number 13, standing in at 5'6". Brooke Everhart, number 10, standing in at 5'4", followed by number 15, Irene Ofwegbu, number 1, Ava Kithcart, number 4, Ella Strite, Lexi Stevens, number 12, Maddie Jones is number 5, Avery Ward, number 9 for the varsity level, Marino Ramkaren, number 6, Olivia Spurgeons, number 14, Marley Holes, number 2, and Ariana Bolden is number 7. For the Martinsburg Bulldogs, you have a sophomore, number 2, Gracie Widmeyer, senior number 3, Yaya Teasley, senior number 5, Riley DeWater, sophomore number 6, Ariana Knoll, junior number 7, Abby Rubenthal, the libero, senior number 9, DM Bajent, freshman number 10, Ellie Palmer, sophomore number 13, Sophia Ray, senior number 22, Katie Zittel, senior number 23, Anayase Villa, sophomore number 27, Jaden Hall, freshman number 30, Aviana King, junior number 34, Peyton McMillan, and senior number 17, Emma Bass. Step aside and take a 3-minute commercial break. Make it a 3-minute break, please, back at the studio, and then we will be ready for set number 1 between Spring Mills and Martinsburg. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube, and we will be right back in 3 minutes.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Yeah, Robbie, there's a chill in the air, and with fall settling in, it's the perfect time to soak, sweat, and save at Floor Pools. Robbie knows wellness starts at home. Imagine the stress melting away in a Caldera spa with warm hypotherapy jets easing sore muscles, improving circulation, and helping you sleep better. Regular spa sessions can reduce tension, boost mood, and support overall relaxation. Right now, on select Caldera spas, you could save up to $1,500. And don't forget the other half of Total Body Wellness, a Tilo sauna. Regular sauna sessions can boost circulation, support detoxification, ease muscle tension, and promote deep relaxation. For a limited time on select Tilo saunas, you could save up to $1,000. But here's where it gets even better. Robbie says when you bundle a Caldera Spa and a Tilo Sauna, the savings go even deeper and your wellness routine gets even further. Act now. These savings disappear after September 29th. Stop by Floor Pools today in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, or Martinsburg and let Robbie the Duck guide you to better health, more relaxation, and incredible savings. For details and to explore our full selection, visit floorpools.com. That's Floor Pools, where wellness begins at home.
Pre-game festivities are over. It is now time for varsity volleyball action between Spring Mills and Martinsburg. Set number 1 will be brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. Set number 1 also brought to you by Power Beck and Matt Zurith Law Offices. Call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today or visit www.lawpbm.com. Here we go.
All right.
Round 2, Spring Mills, Martinsburg. Both teams making their way out to the court. We wait here for the liberos to get set. Spring Mills will be serving first. And the first serve goes right into the net. It's an error, making it 1-0 Martinsburg. That was Malott back there. Zittel now to serve for Martinsburg. Free ball. And Bajan from the middle makes it 2-0.
Pretty clean volleyball early on. First couple of points for Martinsburg. A mistake from Spring Mills.
And Zittel, though, this time puts it into the net, giving Spring Mills its first point. Now serving will be Sasha Connor.
Get another stoppage. The antenna all night long on this side of the net has not wanted to stay put. Seems like maybe that clamp that attaches it to the net up top doesn't want to firmly stay on there. We saw, I want to say once or twice during the JV match that had to be adjusted. Once or twice during warm-ups.
Yeah. So they're still working on it right now, as you can see. So that's going to give us a little bit of a delay here, and if I'm Coach Junkin, not happy. But looks like the antenna's intact now, and hopefully it doesn't ice your server here in Connor before she can even get into that rhythm. And it's in play. The time it was the freshman putting it across. Now Freglu into the net, point Martinsburg.
It's a solid idea to go with the soft touch. Finesse takes some off of it, but just didn't get it over the net. It's an aggressive block coming from Martinsburg the other way.
Looks like we have another delay here as our official wants somebody out of the front row. Player safety issue, of course. You can't sit in that front row. So we've seen a collision here before.
We did last week, right?
Yep. Fortunately, everybody was okay, but still don't want to run that risk as Spring Mills gets the point as that just ran itself up too high of the arms of Zittel. It's 3-2 Martinsburg.
She was in a tough spot. Maybe kind of misjudged what type of hit she could get on it. It was kind of an awkward position to try to get a good hit on it.
And this one goes into the net, and there goes that antenna again.
Yep, of course.
Looks like we're going to get another antenna and have to wait for Carly Hornby to do so.
Yeah, it just doesn't want to cooperate tonight.
Okay, go ahead and swap it now.
So we'll wait here. Bajent will be serving. It is Martinsburg 4 and Spring Mills 2 here in the first set. Hopefully the other antenna will solve the issue. Now Coach Anderson asking Anaya Sabella to bring a chair out for her so she can be taller here to fix this. Yeah, that's another thing that you can do.
That works.
Tape. Whatever works.
Zoom in down there on the antenna.
Now, you would hope that that does the trick. Guess we never know, but
looks like it's strong enough tape.
Yeah, I feel like that accomplishes.
Coach Anderson's giving it a good wrapping.
I feel like that should accomplish what needs to be done. Yes.
Backup antennas now in here just in case for later.
Yep. I don't think that thing's going anywhere now.
Now, they're taping the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
Knowing our luck, though, the other one starts having an issue. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Hopefully we won't have that issue anymore. Bajent picks the ball back up and will serve for the Bulldogs. And it's long. Can't really blame her for that when you're having to stand there for a few minutes, and you could see even Coach Anderson said, hey, it's on us. It's all right. Didn't mean to ice you. Here's Ray over the block, and she gets the kill.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Yep, now it's 5-3. Bulldogs up by 2 yet again. Here you go with the swap to put King in, as well as Bass. Connor. Now here's the set across, and that's a tough angle, but they get it anyway. Point Spring Mills as Mullen somehow, some way got there and just tapped that across.
That was a pretty impressive play. It was, fast, sent towards the net. Had to make a good play on it.
And another serve error for Spring Mills, making it 6-4. Half the points, I believe now, have been because of serve errors.
Wow. Well, these teams are shaking the rust off early on, shaking out the nerves maybe.
Martinsburg on the attack. Teasley couldn't get it. Now that goes off the block. This time they'll set up the freshman Palmer over the block. Goes off the chest, it looked like, of Schlosser. Now it's hit across, and it's called in. Point Spring Mills.
Nice placement so far from Spring Mills.
So it's now 6-5, and the serve across. Palmer off block, and she gets the tool. Martinsburg goes back up by 2. It's 7-5. Rupenthal back to serve now.
Like we mentioned, these teams have been evenly matched in the past.
And her serve goes over and out. Point Spring Mills, making it 7-6.
It seemed like in their first match, after 2 sets, that we might be seeing another 5-set classic between these two, like we've seen multiple times before in just the last few years. But then Martinsburg just turned it into a gentleman's sweep. A ladies' sweep, perhaps.
Set behind, off block, kept alive by Ray. King back, and now a dump by Bass to the back line, and Spring Mills having some trouble and going to have to send a free ball. That narrowly went into the divider. Now an overhits, and Connor makes them pay. Martinsburg trying to say she came over the net to make contact. Doesn't get the call. We're tied at 7. There you go, getting the point back and the lead back for Martinsburg's Emma Bass, making it 8-7.
An up and down performance from Martinsburg so far. They can clean up some mistakes. They may be able to get some more opportunities like that and points that end like that.
Zittel back to serve. Goes to Connor. Now straight into the air and a deep free ball to Rubenthal. Zittel with the setup. Behind her for McMillan, and it's kept alive. Here's Stevens, blocked by Bajents, and gets it. Point Bulldogs. 9-7 now.
You can't go soft in the middle with Bajent there. She's as good as anybody in the EPAC when it comes to blocking it at the net.
Zittel with a line serve across. Schlosser in play. Here's Connor on the outside off the block of Bajent. Zittel now setting up the outside, and another one off block for the freshman, Ellie Palmer. It's a 3-point lead now for the Bulldogs here in the first set.
The tool, good work from Martinsburg.
And you heard Anderson say about Palmer that she was one of the all-tournament players over the weekend at Oakdale over in Frederick, and looking like that here today, as that is out. Another point for Martinsburg.
Just barely.
11-7.
That was risky to just let go like that. I thought at first glance that it was in. The line was blocked by the line judge, but it worked out.
Zittel.
Wow.
Almost got the ace and does. So we have a lift violation called against Spring Mills, and that'll force Coach Junkin to take a timeout here at 12-7. Take a 30-second break with them and be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube after the 30-second break.
The 39th edition of the West Virginia Breeders' Classic is taking place Saturday, October 11th. Come out to the Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races and enjoy the one-night 9-race event. Live music will begin at 6 p.m. Post time is 7 p.m. Admission is free, making this the fall event you don't want to miss. So mark your calendar, invite your friends, and get ready for an unforgettable evening at the track for the 39th edition of the West Virginia Breeders' Classic.
We welcome you back here at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse out of the Spring Mills timeout. You can see here Coach Anderson saying it's better to be safe than sorry, deciding to add some tape to the other antenna as well here during the timeout. That'll be fun to take off later. Zittel serving and serves it short. The timeout effective for Spring Mill, stops the Martinsburg run and makes it 12-8.
Spring Mill's chance to get back in the set. I feel like Martinsburg can pull away, it's felt like at times, once they clean up mistakes.
Free ball across. Stevens, too much on it that time from her. Point Martinsburg. They get it back and get the serve back here at 13-8.
I should say at least against a lot of the EPAC, but even Musselman. It's felt like when Martinsburg cleans up their own mistakes, that they've been pretty tough to beat this year.
Short serve, but it's in play, and now that goes off the net and rolls off the tape to the Martinsburg side. Ray couldn't hit it across in three, an awkward pass to her that she didn't get enough power on, making it 13-9.
Unlucky there, just with how it was hitting off the net. You don't really know what to do with that one.
Line drive serve across, played by Rupenthal. Now here's Ray trying to get redemption and say hello with the block up front. Irino Fuegbu putting it back where it came, making it 13-10.
A nice adjustment from Spring Mills. Now, they still have to sustain this to stay close in this.
Mentioned that they had the height advantage. It showed that time. Now it goes over the block to the back line. Connor, here's a good pass across and a block on the Martinsburg side, but no point from it. Here's Ray. Down line. Ball into the air. It goes off the rafters. They try to keep it alive, and they can't get the free ball across. Point Martinsburg, making it 14-10.
Good effort from Spring Mills, but how far away that first touch was.
Bajent to Schlosser.
It was going to be tough.
Set up by Malott. Middle attack, and just in the back corner.
Barely.
Getting the kill with Spurgeon. Point Spring Mills, making it 14-11. Now going back to serves, Bolden for the Cardinals. And it's an ace as Palmer cuts off Rupenthal. That makes it 14-12.
Spring Mills showing their talent on their own side. I think they're another team that if they don't make their own mistakes, they can be tough to deal with.
Another serve across, and it's another ace. This time it's dropped right into the middle, and Rupenthal couldn't get there, and it's a 1-point differential here at 14-13. Bolden. Palmer overhits it. Spring Mills trying to tie it up at 14. And they get it off block. McKenna Mullen here in the first set from the outside. And here comes the Cardinals. Another good serve, Rupenthal. Zittel. Great setup, but McMillan can't get the kill. Here they go again. And Spring Mills takes the lead. Mullen from the outside makes it 15-14.
Spring Mills looking really impressive in these last few points. The serves from Ariana Bolden have been great.
Zittel to Teasley. Didn't get enough behind that one. They set up the outside again. Not a lot behind it from Mullen. Here's Ray. And she ties us up at 15.
Those two talented teams we're watching go back and forth. They seem pretty evenly matched, at least so far. Like I said, if the amount of mistakes stays even, I think this match will stay even.
Serve error by King. She leaves it short. Point Spring Mills. They now lead at 16-15. Mullen, Rubenthal, King, Teasley, and that time she could place it perfectly. It's both teams continuing to go back and forth here down the stretch in set number one. Ray. Another serve error on Martinsburg, making it 17-16. As I said, Tuesday, that was the issue for them. They still got the sweep against Jefferson, but here tonight, you can't afford to have those mistakes. Teasley sends this one over into the Spring Mills bench, making it 18-16 Cardinals.
We're seeing the flip here between who's the team playing clean. It's been Spring Mills for the last half of our set here.
Palmer puts that down line, goes off the hands of Spring Mills, making it 18-17.
Teasley off, Bajan in. After that point.
Yep. Rubenthal serving now. And that's in play. That one hit into the nets by Marley Hall, and we are tied at 18-all.
And neither team so far able to sustain their success long enough to pull away.
Another good serve across. That's close to the net. Kept in play. Martinsburg on the attack. A block and into the scores table off Connor. Point Martinsburg, and they retake the lead after 3 straight points here, making it 19-18.
It's a good adjustment from Martinsburg. It seems like Spring Mills' block can get there. But can you get some more tools off of it?
Connor with the tough angle right at the freshman. We're tied at 19.
It's one of those cuts down the line at the other side of the court that we saw a few times unsuccessfully in the JV match. It's tough to pull off, but Connor, a senior who's been getting playing time at the varsity level since being a freshman, was able to pull it off.
Serves across. King for Bajent, blocks. Point Cardinals. 2019, they retake the lead here in the first set.
And there's the height coming into play. Alexi Stevens in the middle.
Long serve, Rupenthal played it, and our first touch puts it into the Martinsburg bench, making it 21-19, and Martinsburg going to take its first timeout here in set 1. Step aside, take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
We welcome you back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. It is Spring Mills with a 21-19 lead over Martinsburg right now in the first set. The varsity volleyball match, best 3 of 5. Martinsburg has just used its first timeout, so both teams have 1 timeout remaining here in this set. It's back serving for Spring Mills is Gabby Malott. Her serve. In play, Rubenthal. King. Backside off block. Schlosser keeps it alive for Spring Mills. Just going to have to send a free ball across, that being Connor. Now it's Bajan from the middle, and she puts it just to the left of the block of Stevens and Connor that time and gets the point, making it 21-20. Good job by Bajan right at the last second just to quickly turn that to the left. Zittel. Great serve across, putting the pressure on Spring Mills, and there's a block by Bajan and McMillan. We're tied yet again here in set number 1.
Big time response from Martinsburg after the timeout.
Zittel, another straight serve across. That goes over the block. McMillan finesses it across. Stevens, right to Rupenthal, who was ready for the dig. Ray, over the block. Point, Martinsburg. Just like that, out of the timeout, 3 straight points, making it 22-21.
Coach Anderson's got to love that response from the team after they were looking kind of bleak in the set, down 21-19.
Zittel off tape, gets the ace. 23-21, Bulldogs trying to pull away here in the first set. Timeout, Spring Mills. Take the timeout with them, a 30-second break, then be back with more of EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Howard Beck and Mitsuriff Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
We welcome you back to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. The Bulldogs up 23-21 now. Zittel, another line serve across right to Connor. Here's the setup for Sasha Connor, very close to the net, and she couldn't keep herself from going under. Point Martinsburg, making it 24-21. Set point opportunity for the Dogs now. Trying to go up 1-0. Zittel puts it into the net, stops the run. 24-22 now.
I was going to make a point about Zittel's great sets there for a few points in a row, but I told myself I better keep it to myself until after the service.
That one right at Zittel. Here's Rupenthal. McMillan dumps it across in 3. Stevens from the middle off block, and nobody could help Bajan out. 24-23. That's a big point here. Martinsburg gets it. They take the first set. Spring Mills gets it. It forces a win by 2 scenario. Zittel for Bajent. Off block. It comes back across. Is it in? It is. Martinsburg can't believe it.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that call at all. I'd have to see a replay of that one.
It's 24 all. Here's the serve across. That goes off block. Spring Mills on the attack now. Stevens gives them the lead. (25-24).
What a hit.
And the set point now in the hands of the Cardinals. Sasha Connor trying to put them up 1-0. Rupenthal, Zittel, McMillan off block. Bolden blocked by Bajent. 25 all. What else do you expect between Spring Mills and Martinsburg? Here's the freshman in Palmer. Her serve off the tape and somehow bounces off.
Wow.
And a block. Bajan and McMillan give the set point opportunity back to the Dogs.
And I will say that point that we were contesting and Martinsburg was contesting, looking at the replay, it's a tough angle to tell, but I don't see how it could have been in.
Schlosser, Bolden. Here comes a free ball. Can Martinsburg capitalize on the opportunity? They can.
What a lie.
They take set number 1 over Spring Mills, 27-25. Step aside, take a 1-minute break, then be back with more entertaining action here in the Fieldhouse. It's EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube back in 1 minute.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Q's Plumbing and HVAC is here to solve your plumbing and heating problems while meeting your renovation needs. Now serving Berkeley, Jefferson, Hampshire, and Mineral counties. We're a family-owned and operated company that's fully licensed and insured. We can do kitchen and bathroom upgrades and remodels, plumbing, HVAC and light excavation, well pumps, water heaters, and drain clearing. Call 304-620-8013. Mark's Q's Plumbing and HVAC. We look forward to working with you.
We welcome you back here on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Martinsburg takes the first set over Spring Mills, 27-25, as we now head to set number 2, which is brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, as well as the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop, on-site producer John Alderton. Colton Musgrove is our cameraman, and back at the studio is Kyler High. What a start here in this varsity match. Back and forth, back and forth. Looked like Martinsburg was pulling away. Spring Mills came back with a run of its own. Then Spring Mills took complete control. Then a timeout happened. Martinsburg stormed back, got to a set point opportunity. Blew it. Spring Mills blew their shot as well to set point opportunity. Gave it back to Martinsburg, who kept it and took it.
Even had some controversy thrown in there, but the team that would have would not have benefited from the controversy ends up winning the set anyway, so we don't have to worry about it. It's about as entertaining as a set of volleyball can be.
Yep. We get ready here for the second one. Waiting for both teams to be ready, as well as our officials here this evening.
So again, we could see these teams go back and forth for another 5-set classic after that first set. Like I said, we didn't get that at the first match of the season between these two, but you never know. It felt like it was on a trajectory for something similar to the first match, even though the first set of that one was 25-16. It did kind of feel like Martinsburg should have been the one to win the set, but maybe was going to let it get away from them. But in the end, they recovered very nicely. They were down 21-19, and then had a string of 4 in a row on the serves from Zittel, who will start off the set.
Here's Zittle's serve, and it's long. Point Spring Mills to start off set number 2. It's Connor to go back now for them. Her serves out. Back-to-back errors, making it 1-1.
Good eyes from Palmer. You just think if you're really close to Coach Anderson, ball's probably going out at that angle.
Serve. Tough one, and a free ball being sent across. Zittel. Good for Bajents. She goes up like Air Jordan to get that one and dunk it down.
That was not the easiest pass in the world to set, but Zittel made a nice recovery on it to make sure the Bajent had no issues sending that one over.
So 2-1. Martinsburg with the serve across. Stevens from the middle off the block of Bajent, making it 2-2. Teams continue to trade blows, just like the first set.
That's a heavyweight battle up at the front of the net in the middle. Stevens and Bajent.
Serving now Schlosser. And again, it's out. Another error by Spring Mills serving, making it 3-2, Martinsburg. Bajent to serve now.
The court awareness from the freshman.
And that goes right into the tape and stays on the Martinsburg side, so another serve error here, making it 3-3.
You can just sort of tell from the sound that made that Bajent didn't get all of the contact she wanted on it.
Getting ready to serve, Ariana Bolden. After we have some subs here.
Bolden had some great serves in the first set.
Well, she puts that one into the net. All 3 serves so far here in this second set for Spring Mills have been short, making it 4-3 Martinsburg. Sloppy start to set 2 on both sides. King puts that one in play. Nearly got an ace. And here you go across. Mullen gets the point. Redeems herself after a tough first pass, making it 4-4.
Well, Spring Mills has sent all of their serves into the net, and they were still, at that point, only down 4-3. I think it speaks to a little bit of a rough start for Martinsburg as well.
Mullen puts it across. It's an overpass, and Connor makes them pay, giving Spring Mills a 5-4 advantage. Here's Mullen again. That off the tape. Rupenthal somehow gets it. Here's Teasley. That at the net. Now across. Spring Mills regroups. Here's Connor. Blocked off the tape. It rolls across. Another outside attack. Rupenthal with another diving dig. King keeps it alive, and a free ball sent by Ray. Both teams trying to scramble now. Rupenthal again keeping this one going.
Some great digs from Rupenthal.
Connor into the net that time. Point Martinsburg. We're tied at 5.
And there's that cut again that I think this time Connor was a little too far away from the net to successfully pull off.
Ray serves. Goes to Schlosser. Bolden setting up. And here's side attack here. Tough angle, but it's across from Hull. There's a swing by Bass, and it's in the back corner. Martinsburg retakes the lead now, 6-5.
Placed right on that back line. Tough play. Spring Mills thought it was going to go out.
Ray serving again. And it's short. Point Spring Mills. We're tied at 6. Spurgeon. Short. Point Martinsburg.
Almost feels like we're seeing more mistakes in the second set than we did in the first. It's not sort of a shake off the rust sort of thing yet.
Rupenthal puts the serve in play. Here's Stevens, middle over the block of Bajent. Nobody backing it up. Point Spring Mills. We're tied at 7.
That's good work from Stevens. Gotten so used to seeing the big time spike. When you throw that change up when they're not expecting it, it's a good thing.
Rupenthal having to send a free ball after a very tough first contact. And everything behind that one from Sasha Connor. She gets the kill, giving Spring Mills an 8-7 lead. That. Way long.
Yep. So
8-8.
5 service errors from Spring Mills.
I've stopped counting. It's been a lot here.
It might
on
be
both
6.
sides.
It might even be 6. But that's mainly how Martinsburg's been able to get their points.
Zittel. The back line goes straight up. Here's the set. Connor blocked. Point for Martinsburg. They retake the lead now at 9-8. Zittel. It's across. That close to the net. We back it up now for Bolden. And Martinsburg couldn't get it across in 3. Point, Spring Mills. We're tied at 9 as we continue just to go back and forth here in set 2.
Yeah, neither team has been able to take the reins and control this set.
Rubenthal putting it straight up, and your setter too far away to get there. She was on the opposite side of the court, was Zittel.
Yeah, you need a better first contact from that so Zittel doesn't have to go and run and dive for it like that.
That makes it 10-9. Speaking of better contact, there you go. Connor, though, ready with the dig on the opposite side. Bagent ties us back up at 10-all.
Bagent has had good placement with that hit in the middle so far, just finding the open spot a few times now. In those last few times they've gone to her.
Little floater across. Looked like Spring Mills wasn't really ready for it, but they still keep it in play. Here's Bagent again, off block. And our second attempt, once the block came across from Stevens, she puts into the net. Point Spring Mills, making it 11-10.
A case of doing a little too much that time from Bagent. Had the good first block, but then tried to be the hero again.
We have a pause here, as again somebody sat in the front row and got a little laugh from Spring Mills players. And just that little delay forces Schlosser to be iced and send the serve long, making it 11-all.
Seems like that's where a lot of the Spring Mills fans are sitting, too.
Yeah.
So it might have been a self-inflicted error from the paying audience here.
No. Schlosser. Well, that's setting up the middle attack. It's blocked, but they keep it alive. Great job by Spring Mills. Martinsburg on the attack now off block. And this block stays on the Martinsburg side. Point Spring Mills. They're back up in the lead now at 12-11. Getting ready to serve is Bolden. Rubenthal. Zittel for Teasley, and she just floats up and gets the spike. That's exactly what you want from her every time. 12-12.
Teasley has the height, the length, and the jumping ability. It's rare here in the EPAC to see someone that tall with the hops of Teasley.
That over the block and overpass. And it goes right back by Spurgeon. Spring Mills retakes the lead. 13-12. Martinsburg continues to tie it here in the second set. Can't take the advantage. Teasley again. This time it goes right over the hull. Here's a great angle by Sasha Connor. Now we finally have a 2-point lead here in the second set. It's 14-12. I was starting to forget what those look like. Mullen puts it short. There goes that 2-point lead back down to 1.
Should have known how that would go.
14-13.
Yep.
We continue to go back and forth. Can we just fast forward to the part where it's the win by 2 scenario?
Might as well, right?
Ray across. And miscommunication on the Spring Mills end as Connor was underneath it and then backed off as Kithcart had to dive for it. We're tied at 14. Martinsburg trying to take the lead. Here's Ray. Off the tape. Wasn't sure if it hit the antenna, but it didn't. Point Martinsburg off the ace, making it 15-14.
This feels like the sort of run Martinsburg was able to make in the first set when they were down 21-19.
This one, though, long. And we're tied again.
It didn't last.
15-15.
Martinsburg didn't have to take a timeout this time to end up with a run like that.
Teasley somehow got that one. I was ready for a block or a hit back as that set looked very close to going to the other side, but it stayed right at the middle, and Teasley was there for it, making it 16-15 Martinsburg. Here's Rupenthal. Her serve in play. Bolden across for Connor over the block, and miscommunication between Ray and Rupenthal, making it 16 all.
And Teasley really does float up there when she jumps up. It feels like she gets so high up in the air that if you do put it in the right spot, she should be able to almost get the kill every time. It feels like she's above everyone and should be able to just be like, oh, yeah, let me just place it there.
Palmer off block, point Martinsburg, 17-16. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It's almost like she's putting herself in a sniper tower almost for how much elevation she's getting.
Yeah, it's really impressive. And Martinsburg has really looked good in these last handful of points.
Zittel serving it across at close to the net. Malott can't get it off the net. And Martinsburg now has a 2-point lead off the Zittel ace. Timeout, Spring Mills will take it with them here at 18-16 in the second set. Take a 30-second break and then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Manchin Ferretti.
The one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. We're Manchin Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Welcome you back here on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Martinsburg leading Spring Mills 1-0, currently leading the second set as well, 18-16. Here's Zittel off the tape, and another race for the Bulldogs. They're starting to pull away possibly here in the second set. 19-16, the largest lead of the second set. Zittel. Serve across.
Zittel's been on a roll.
Sasha Malott across for Connor. Rupenthal. Zittel keeping it alive. Meeting at the net. Stevens wins. Points. Spring Mills making it 19-17.
It was a tough run for Zittel to try to make it that one to get the set.
Sasha Connor now serving. Her serve to Rupenthal. Zittel. Running it across for McMillan, who goes over the block. Now they set up. Mullen is kept alive. Here's Martinsburg. Palmer right to Connor. Ooh. Tough pass, though, but it is recoverable. But a free ball sent. Zittel quickly for Bajan in the middle. And it ricochets around and hits the floor. Point Martinsburg, making it 20-17 Dogs.
When Zittel gets a nice first pass, or that first contact, that first touch, be able to set her up for her set, the Bulldogs usually get a point out of it.
Well, now going quickly is Spring Mills. Stevens gets the kill. Immediately looked up at Mo, saying, I did not touch the net, I promise.
Looked up. It had some hesitation.
20-18 now. Backline attack, and what a kill by the freshman, Ellie Palmer, with authority, making it 21-18. It's her coming out party here tonight.
She's looked really impressive, especially for a freshman.
Block! Teasley, McMillan, 22-18 Martinsburg, up by 4, 3 away from going up 2-0. Ariana Knoll serving yet again. And it's in play. Schlosser dives for it, keeps it alive. Here's a middle attack over the block, and it is in. Point. Cardinals, making it 22-19.
The Knoll checks out. I was going to say it was a bold decision to bring in Knoll.
Bolden across. Zittel for Teasley calling for it. It's a dig now by Spring Mills. A dump.
Pancake.
Got a pancake. Here's a block and a missed call under the net. Nope, they do. Yep. I thought that maybe they missed it, but McMillan was underneath and they were aware. That's the right call. Point Spring Mills, 22-20. Here's the serve across. Zittel to Ray. Off block. Point Bulldogs. 23-20.
And Martinsburg just got to play clutch. Don't let the moment be too big. It's easy to get nervous when you know you only need a couple points.
King getting ready to serve. It's a cross right to Connor. Bolden for Mullen. Straight to Rupenthal. Here comes Teasley. Yaya makes it 24-20. Timeout, Spring Mills. Let's keep it here. We have a set point opportunity for the Bulldogs, trying to go up 2-0. They've really looked elite here down the stretch, Dylan.
The talent on this team is impressive, and considering that we think of the best player on this team to be Anise Villa, and she's been out for a good number of weeks now at this point, and might miss the rest of the season. And they really haven't looked like they've missed much of a beat, much of a step. Just so much talent. Like Palmer as a freshman, Teasley and Bajan in the middle. You're not even using Gracie Whitmire, who looks really good in the JV matches as a sophomore.
Spring Mills trying to stay alive, and for now they will, as Palmer, with bad first contact there off the spike across, puts it into the bench, making it 24-21. Ball in the hands of Mullen. Rupenthal. King. Teasley. It's blocked for now. They bring it to the near side. Bass off block. Whistle. Point. Martinsburg. A violation on Spring Mills. End set number 2. Martinsburg takes it 25-21. They now lead 2-0. Trying to go for the sweep are the Bulldogs as we head to set number 3 after this 1-minute break. You're tuned into EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Martinsburg up 2-0 now over Spring Mills. So we head to the third set. The Bulldogs seeking a sweep of the Cardinals. Set number 3 brought to you by CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevrolet and Toyota of Martinsburg, and CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg. CMA's moving lives forward. Set number 3 also brought to you by Skinner and Accident Injury Lawyers, representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. calm. 25-21, Martinsburg takes set number 2. Another entertaining set. It was back and forth pretty much all the way up until we reached the late teens, early 20s. It's where Martinsburg was able to pull away, go up by 4, and stick to it until the end. We'll see if Spring Mills has any answers. Their backs against the wall now.
And both sets have been close. It sort of felt like both teams making a lot of mistakes early in the sets. And then Martinsburg kind of has been the team to figure it out as the set goes on, just a little quicker, a little more often. It does feel like, again, Martinsburg, the more talented team that just has to have the right stretch of playing clean, no mistakes on their end.
Well,
and there's
Gabby Malott with the serve, and Martinsburg gets bailed out by the basketball hoop. But Spring Mill still gets the point anyways, making it 1-0.
I was impressed that Palmer didn't go into the net on that
Yeah,
hit.
me too. A lot. That's another serve and play, Rubenthal. All right, for Zittel, across for Palmer, over the block, and too much on it. 2-0 Spring Mills.
We're following just about the same trend, it seems. Some slow, mistake-filled play at the beginning of the sets, and we'll see it from Spring Mills now.
Yep, they send it out. Point Martinsburg, making it 2-1.
Difference is Spring Mills just has to find, I think they need to find their go-to sort of plays that they want to go to. It doesn't feel like they have enough of them.
Bajent makes it 2-all with the roof.
As you can see on Martinsburg's side, it's like, all right, Bajent in the middle, Teasley in the middle. On the outside, we can go to Palmer. We can go to a couple different options. It feels like there's less of that from Spring Mills. Like Stevens, of course, and Connor.
Connor right to Rubenthal. It goes in the rafters, ricochets around. Zittel, though, still able to get it. Now a free ball sent across. A lot. Setting up Stevens this time. A little bit behind her, but it doesn't matter. She's able to adjust and get the kill, making it 3-2 Cards.
And maybe some of that from on the Spring Mills side is the setting. That could always be a part of it, where it just doesn't feel like that third pass or that third touch is always being set up for something reliable and effective.
Zittel for Bajent again, and she's able to just swing away freely, making it 3-3. The block was there. It didn't matter. That was placed perfectly for her to get to.
Yeah, and it kind of goes back to what I was just saying, where it feels like Zittel with the sets, whether it's Bajent or Teasley in the middle, that's just something they can keep going back to over and over.
Here's a new move in this varsity match for Martinsburg, and I'll get to it after this, as she nearly got to the ball but didn't want to collide with Bajent. Gracie Whitmire in the varsity match for the first time here tonight, as Spring Mills gets the point, making it 4-3. So adding some height up front are the Bulldogs here against that up front line of Spring Mills. Block now in a stumble. McMillan gets helped up, and there you go. There's Whitmire on the outside. We're tied at 4.
This is something we see from Coach Martz over at Musselman. A lot of the times, if they get up 2-0, you'll see a little bit more of that bench.
The swing players getting the action.
Yep. And here's Ariana Knoll.
Yep. Goes to Connor. Lott. The outside for Mullen, and it's right to the freshman Palmer, who's able to react. Here's Whitmire off tape. Kept alive. Now a high lofted free ball sent across. Set up Teasley, and Teasley a little bit behind it. Still put it across. Another meeting at the net. And Spring Mills wins it. Goes off McMillan. The point from McKenna Mullen and the Cardinals. Give them a 5-4 edge.
How about that play from Mullen? That was impressive.
Now serving will be Ariana Bolden. Her serve, a Widmeyer, Zittel for Teasley in the middle. Again, just couldn't put enough on it. Mullen to Rupenthal. This time they feed Widmeyer off block. It's kept alive by Bolden. Here's Schlosser as they swing it across. Mullen over the block. Palmer ready for it at the back. McMillan over the block. Bolden. Schlosser. Again, they go across to Mullen. This time it's blocked. Now they'll switch the attack. Zittel. Widmeyer, though, can't get the pass of Zittel as she put too much on it. 6-4 Spring Mills.
A lot of good play on both sides, though. I liked from Zittel on that one, the diversifying the passes, went to the middle, then went to the left, then went to the right, mixing it up, keep it unpredictable.
This time they go back to Widmeyer over the block. And a mistake by Spring Mills. They hit it over and too far out, making it 6-5. Here comes King, here comes Bass. And for Zittel and McMillan. King to Connor. Bolden from Mullen over the block, and a great job by Palmer. Here's Widmeyer, and she puts it out. Point Spring Mills.
Just barely.
7-5 Cardinals.
That was
set 3.
That was a really impressive dig by Palmer.
Just going out with the fist and getting there. Mullen. Rubenthal. King having to keep it in. Here's Widmeyer, and it goes right to the libero, Schlosser. Sasha Connor, the senior, with the experience, recognized the block was there and nobody was backing it up, so she's able to just tap it across, making it 8-5.
It's obviously it's a risk you're willing to take up 2-0, but you do have a lot of inexperienced varsity players here for Martinsburg against still this upperclassman heavy lineup for Spring Mills.
There's Bass, though, getting the point for Martinsburg, making it 8-6. I believe she's the lone senior out there right now.
I was just thinking.
No, never mind. Teasley's a senior as well. My apologies.
True. That I was just thinking that Bass being out there is a help for a little more experience. And then now Widmeyer sits down, and you get Sophia Ray, who's also a sophomore, but second season playing at the varsity level, I believe.
Here's Ray, Schlosser, Bolden with the set from behind. Ooh. Bass saw everybody creep forward, wanted to take the shot to the back line and just put too much on it. Point Spring Mills, making it 9-6. Palmer, King for Ray. And only one person up front trying to get the block, and that's no match for Ray. Point Martinsburg.
The EPAC's going to have to be on notice when you're going to be dealing with some of these young players for Martinsburg when they're upperclassmen.
Free ball sent. Here's King for Bajents. Great swing, but right there is Bolden. Tap across by Connor over the block. Ray, backline attack over the block, and the parting of the Red Seas on the Spring Mills side. Kifkart and Schlosser both backed away. Nobody went for the ball. 9-8. Spring Mills only up by 1.
And I made that point just thinking about how in 2 years you have Ray as a senior, Widmeyer as a senior, Ellie Palmer only as a junior.
Schlosser with a poor swing, and we're tied at 9.
Not to mention any other talent that comes up. Ariana King would only be a junior at that point, showing some really good serves.
That one
as a freshman.
Connor nearly collides with the bench trying to get.
Here comes Martinsburg.
Ace, I believe, credited there for the Bulldogs, who now have a 10-9 lead. It's Rupenthal on the run here.
4 in a row for the Dogs.
Yeah. Connor. So set up for Connor off the give and go. Off block, point Spring Mills. We're tied at 10. Bajent just couldn't get her hands placed correctly to put that back where it came. Allowed that space for it to go off her and angle out.
Connor on that left side does feel like the go-to thing for Spring Mills.
King having to really run for that one, and a free ball set now to Spring Mills. There's Stevens, goes off block, Ray. King dumping it in 2. Spring Mills, though, reacts and keeps it in play. Bass swings away and gets it. Point, Bulldogs making an 11-10. Here comes Zittle and McMillan. That was a great rotation, though, for King and Bass, ending with the exclamation point.
Bass put some oomph on that last one, making the most of the hits she gets.
Zittle. Short. 11 all.
Uncharacteristic. Zittle was good for usually 3 or 4 serves every time. At least what it felt like.
Connor now serving. Rubenthal for Zittle. Here for McMillan. Blocked off the face of Bajan, and that stays alive. Heads up play by her, quite literally, as that goes off the basketball hoop, and this time nobody could get there. Point, Spring Mills, making it 12-11 in favor of them.
The face can be a useful tool, as we've seen.
And it looks like we have a rotation error. Martinsburg not going to be happy with that. And Mo not even realizing that the official immediately put the flag up here on the near side, pointing it out right away. But I think since the point ended, Martinsburg still gets it.
Okay.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Well, there you go. It's given back as Palmer sends it out. Now some frustration on the Martinsburg side. It's 12-12 here in set number 3.
I think that really threw off the entire...
Yeah, both sides.
Everybody.
Now. That one.
The entire gym was thrown off.
I think the longest serve we've seen here tonight, unfortunately for Schlosser. Is it 13-13 now? It was just 12-12. I just said 12-12. It says 13-13. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it missed a point earlier.
I think they didn't put up the... I don't know.
I don't either. It's 13-13, sure.
I tried to make sense of something and I realized it didn't make sense. That's in.
It's in. Point Spring Mills. Making it 14-13. Not getting a case of whose line is it anyway. Everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Right.
They matter here tonight. I think John likes that reference. Served short by Bolden. We're tied at 14.
And still, here we go. Well into the set, second half of the set, and we're still trading leads. Nobody can get up by more than a couple for any long period of time.
Sasha Connor gets the knuckler from the back line, dropped in front of Rupenthal. Point Cardinals, making it 15-14.
Connor was a key part of this team as a freshman. So it's impressive to see, obviously, at this point, very experienced player playing really well for the Cardinals.
King setting up Ray, kept alive. Bolden, the Connor over the block. Palmer keeps it alive, and now a long dump. Spring Mills. A Connor again. King keeps it alive. Here's Ray. Tough angle, couldn't keep it for the point. Now Connor again, they continue to feed her. But that time not enough, and a backline dump. So we continue on. Point, Spring Mills, as they finally got it. making it 16-14.
Good energy and hustle from McKenna Mullen from Spring Mills. Sort of felt like that's who kept the engine running for the Cardinals on that point.
Point Spring Mills, as they say, Bass's hit wasn't blocked. It actually went into the net, making it 17-14 Cardinals. 3-point lead for them here, trying to force a fourth set. Down 2-0 to Spring Mills right now as Ray gets blocked. And a free ball sent across. Spring Mills looking to capitalize from the middle, and they do. Wow. Olivia Spurgeon gives them a 4-point lead at 18-14. Martinsburg.
I would want a timeout.
Will they call a timeout, or are they going to just play through it? It looks like they'll play through. Coach Anderson wants them to figure it out on their own, testing out her young core out there right now. It's King dumps it in 2. Tough angle, and right there again, Sasha Connor making it 19-14.
I think you put it the right way, Colin. Coach wants the players to try to figure it out.
Serve across. Bass, tough angle, and it goes off the antenna. Point Martinsburg here at 20-14 as the Bulldogs letting set number 3 slip away. And now we're going to see that timeout. Is it going to be too little, too late? We'll find out after this 30-second break. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 30.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
We welcome you back here in the third set. Best 3 of 5. It is a 2-0 advantage right now for Martinsburg. But it's 20-14 here in set 3. Spring Mills. Ray off block. Goes straight up. Spring Mills gets there. Here's Connor trying to extend the lead. Palmer for Martinsburg. King to Ray. Off the fist of Schlosser. And Martinsburg gets the point, making it 20-15. Can the Bulldogs fight back to get the sweep? Down by 5. Ray to serve.
In.
And it's just in the back corner. An ace for the Bulldogs, making it 20-16.
And that's not over, Spring Mills.
You got to follow it out. They didn't.
You just let Martinsburg get it on the other side of the deficit being closer than Spring Mills is to winning the set.
It's kept in play. And that goes right into the net from Hall. 20-17. The Bulldogs fighting back in set 3, down by 3. Ray to serve again. Ace! Woo! 20-18. Junkin looking antsy over there, and he's going to use his timeout. Take it with him, a 30-second break, then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube after this.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
We welcome you back here. Sophie Ray trying to continue this run out of the timeout. Goes to Schlosser. Connor for Hall over the block. Rubenthal ready for it. Here comes Ray. Spring Mills lobs it across. King for Bass, who puts it into the net. Point Spring Mills. That stops the run.
They were doing so well.
21-18 Cardinals. Now serving is Olivia Spurgeon. Her serve. Rubenthal. King for Palmer. Point Martinsburg. 21-19.
And again, on the Martinsburg side, here comes Bajent. That was such a long time without Bajent or Teasley in the middle. Zittle, not your setter out there right now. Obviously, you're up 2-0, but
free ball. King, and there you go. Bajent can't get the point, though. Connor. And a mistake by Martinsburg makes it 22-19. You can see Coach Anderson arms out wide saying, what was that? Spring Mills up by 3 points away from continuing the match into a fourth set. Palmer tucks it in the back corner, making it 22-20. And here you go. Zittle, McMillan, enter. Time to lock in here down the stretch in set 3.
Zittle serving.
By the way, I think there's a reason why we haven't seen Teasley. It's the serve across.
With the trainer.
Yep. Palmer. Another kill from the outside by the freshman in Martinsburg. Within 1. 22-21.
To let your young players dominate the floor for this much of this set and for them to make this comeback, even if they don't win the set, you got to be impressed.
Zittle across and overpass, and it's an ace. We're tied at 22.
And it's Spring Mills. You got to talk.
Final timeout taken by the Cardinals. We'll take it with them. A 30-second break, then we'll be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Get ready to rumble! In this quarter, weighing in at 7 ounces, Rock's Delicious Chicken Sandwich. In quarter number 2, a 1/4 pound Rock Delicious Burger. Who's the best? You decide.
We brought the beach to you. Get Rock's Crab Cake Sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
We welcome you back here. 22-22 in the third set. Zittle gets an ace out of the timeout.
Spring Mills, they were absolutely thinking, yep, the timeout, we got her.
That one almost whacks Zittle. Being tossed back to her, she flinches.
No, that's a great serve.
We're going to get subs here for Spring Mills. Martinsburg trying to sweep. Coach Anderson can't even watch. Zittle puts it across and gets the ace.
Wow.
24-22, game point opportunity for the Bulldogs. Coach Anderson still refusing to watch here.
Wow.
Zittle gonna have to wait again as Spring Mills out of timeouts, going with subs to try to delay her.
She literally can't watch, Coach Anderson.
Zittle.
And it's out.
Puts it just over by mere inches. It goes out, making it 24-23. And here comes Sasha Connor. Connor serves. Palmer. Zittle dumps it across.
Oh, good hit.
Meeting at the net, Bajent hits it out.
Wow.
And we're tied at 24. So again, a win by 2 scenario here tonight.
And again, this was 20-14 Spring Mills at one point.
Little for Palmer, tough angle, but it didn't matter for the freshman. 25-24 advantage. Bulldogs. Can Ellie Palmer finish the night. The night's been hers, it felt like, as well. Here we go. Overhit. And Ray
overhit right back.
Saw the beach ball. And it deflates.
It hit like it flew like a beach ball too. Jeez.
25-25. We're tied back up. Schlosser to serve for Spring Mills. Her serve way out. Point Martinsburg. The advantage back for the Bulldogs.
You can feel. I'm nervous up here, so I can only imagine how they're feeling down there. You can tell with some of these hits that the.
And a swing player, Ariana Knoll, comes in to serve.
Oh, wow.
And again, Spring Mills getting its substitutions in.
Late substitutions.
To try to ice.
Yep.
The gamesmanship here. Knoll, a
safe
cross.
Serve.
And it's out. Martinsburg sweeps Spring Mills. They take set number 3, 27-25. The Dogs have knocked off Spring Mills both times in the regular season. Step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back with post-game coverage here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
1 minute break now, 1 minute.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
Fieldhouse. Martinsburg sweeps Spring Mills 3-0. They take set 1 27-25. Set 2 25-21 and set 3 27-25. Post-game show brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's, as well as Brown Funeral Homes and Cremation. Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving the area since 1880. What a fight back there in that third set. As you said, Martinsburg was down 20-14 in set number 3. And it was swing players. It was the young core of this team that was the difference maker to fight back and get the victory.
Yeah, in set 3, you're up 2-0. You're throwing Gracie Widmeyer out there for the first time. You're using more of Peyton McMillan, even though she's a junior, but a lot of Sophia Ray. You're throwing Ariana Knoll, another sophomore out there. Aviana King getting more run as the setter with Zittel on the bench for longer. At least that's how it felt.
Yeah.
And Ellie Palmer. I mean, that second to last that point there, I think it was, her last point, just made me think, the student section starts chanting, she's a freshman. All I could think, even before they started doing that, was put a question mark on the end of it. She's a freshman? She played so well. It was really incredible. So she's obviously shown some development as the season has gone on. This is just an impressive team. And you got to give credit to Spring Mills for hanging tough through all 3 sets.
Yeah, that's the thing. They got swept, but they were never out of it. I mean, you forced a win-by-2 scenario 2 out of the 3 times. You just let the third set slip. You kind of let set number 1 slip as well when Martinsburg took that timeout. Then they nearly let it slip. but they took it. You could see it going differently. It just didn't. And give credit to Martinsburg for doing so.
A point that I was thinking of making, just never found the time to make the point. Just looked at the Spring Mill schedule for this year so far. In all their EPAC games, even though they played Musselman twice, played Hedgesville once, had played Martinsburg once, had not been swept in any EPAC game so far this year. And maybe an announcer's jinx would have ruined it if I had brought it up, so it's a good thing I didn't.
There you go. That'll wrap things up for us here tonight. We're back on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Have a good night.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
That concludes tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Our coverage has been brought to you by Power, Beck, and Metzgerith Law Offices, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, W. Harley Miller Systems, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Palace Lounge, the Larry DeMarco Team, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Rock's Local Markets, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Fort Evans Archery, Trips Floor Sanding, the Wagner Law Firm, and Next Level Auto Detailing. Keep it tuned to TV 10 for all of your local sports coverage. All rights reserved.